This is Stubby Arm number one. No, just kidding. Cyborg number one. Yeah. So there's the Stubby Arm. I didn't like it, and I mean, it's like I'm not gonna say I don't like the artwork because it's actually good art. It's just the style. This whole '60s style. It really like struck me, and I'm not sure about the lore of Cyborg, but this Gizmo and what's this guy's name? Giz and Mammoth. Are these two characters of a time past that, I didn't read when I was a little kid back in those times? Because, face it, I didn't have money for comics. Oh, it's the Robot Man. No, dummy. That's Cyborg. What city did we say we were in? Detroit, Michigan. So he's back in his hometown after the Justice League has been, I wouldn't kind of say disbanded, and now the Teen Titans are the new Justice League, and he beats up Homeboy here. Oh wait, we missed the part where he boom tubes. Yeah, so he knocks him out with a, and then this guy gets boom tubed. Is this a jetpack? That's a jetpack. Then he just does, I don't know what the actual maneuver is. Does he just think about a boom tube? Does he snap? Does he like palm? I don't know, but boom. And he threw them into a Stars Lab cell. Boom tubed him away. So that's a cool little thing that we did see in, what was it? Deceased. In Deceased, he kept using boom tubes, right? So I guess that's the new power now. And he's tired of being a hero. He needs a hiatus, but he comes home to fight more villains. And I don't know why he doesn't knock this guy into a boom tube here, but he punches the crap out of him. I don't know. Is this explosives, though? How did this happen? Those are 3 explosives, right? Boom, boom, boom. It's not like he did that on accident, right? Am I missing something here? Job well done. We can do our thing. Don't worry. It doesn't say that he placed actual explosives on the high school, right? It doesn't even show them doing that. So what caused the building to crumble and almost collapse until he like toothpasted it to safety? And he gets a call from Sarah. Sarah who? Yo, Pride is here. I just realized my daughter's birthday is in Pride Month, but I was here for it last year. I just don't care that much anymore. Whatever. Isn't it supposed to be like Juneteenth or something? Y'all are appropriating the culture of the months of the celebrations, I got my Juneteenth shirt waiting. Silas Stone's office. Is this the Sarah girl? Oh, yeah. So this is, Sarah girl is Silas Stone, which is Victor Stone's dad, which is Cyborg Victor Stone, his father. He died. He passed away. Here is the assistant of the man. And he literally says, I've never been late, but today I was late 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I could have saved his life in those 10 minutes. He just sat there and suffered. So she kind of blames herself. This is not your responsibility, Sarah. I guess they did have a relationship at one time. That's the same vague stoicism that ended our relationship, Victor. So they did have a past relationship. But just promise me you'll be there for the funeral. Come on. It's your dad. I was there for my dad's funeral, even though I didn't know him. Sad. Touching. All right. I wish my dad made me into a freaking cyborg, though, before he died. So there's this weird, like, news blogger lady that, I don't know, it's like portraying the woke media. But she doesn't like Cyborg. She doesn't like big tech. She doesn't like things at all. But she does do ads for, she does do ads here. Consultant for a free consultant, call 1-800-555-I-AM-HURT. And then we have Cyborg in therapy. I like to call them shrinks. You're seeing a shrink, bro. Can't we just talk about our problems? Okay? It's because I'm skinny and I'm tall. Okay? That's my problem. I'm tall and skinny. And people always say it. What do you want to hear? So it's like, what does it say? We've made some powerful breakthroughs regarding your mother, and you have more balance in your life as a result. But you never talk about your father. Fine, what do you want to hear? The funeral? Sure. And so, I don't know if Silas was a lot of people, right? Is he actually in front of all these people saying all this? Because I would have booed him off. I would have booed him off by now. Like, yo, I was at my dad's funeral and I wasn't saying negative things about him. You know, I was saying maybe some things might have not been like the lighthearted things that you wanted to hear, but it would always full circle to our relationship and how I still cared about him. Not like what he's saying here. Dad was so concerned to the future that he hardly had time for the present. After my accident and the death of my mother, he got his dream and suddenly he could remold me just as he wanted. He's not saying this to the crowd, right? I wanted to inspire as an athlete, and Mom was cool with it, but Dad was not so much. Dad tried to patch things up by buying me the Teen Titans clubhouse. I didn't realize that he bought that. But funny thing was, it was rigged with cameras just so he could watch me be a disappointment, a waste of my potential. This was who my dad was, and I had to accept that. Bro, stop. You're at the funeral. These people love him. Shut up, bro. Stop being like that. You can't dwell on the past forever. You need anything? Let us know. We're here for you, Victor. I hate this Starfire right here. What the? This is the grossest thing ever. Is it Raven? Oh, Raven's over here. Who's this? America Chavez? Why is Raven the only one I mean, we all know her identity, no? Rachel. And then there's the tech guy. He pulls up on Cyborg here and be like, bruh, what's up? Swing by. Your dad has stuff in the office. I learned the farther I am away from my dad's business, the better. And then this guy's like, oh, what? You said a whole lot there, except for how you actually feel, Cyborg. Let it out. You got hate in your heart? Let the hate out. You want me to say how I feel? That I feel better? Because he's dead? Is that what you want? Do you actually want to say that? Yeah. Well, I do feel better. Which, it actually makes me feel worse. He took my choice from me. He turned me into this machine without my will. Even though he did so to save my life, this wasn't my choice. My body, my choice. My father was a great man to a lot of people, but I'm not one of them people. He was not a great man to me. With the league disbanded, oh yeah, that was the exact word I used. Everyone was counting on the Teen Titans to keep the world safety. My friends and I have been waiting for this moment our entire lives, since we were kids. What am I supposed to do? Represent something bigger than myself? Oh, I am supposed to represent something bigger than myself. But now I find that it's hard even to look in the mirror. I don't have anyone to point my anger at. That means it's time to let it go. That's what I said, bro. You can't harvest this anger forever. Come to peace, bro. Come to peace. So he's going to revisit his old place on the west side. And then we see our first villain here pulling up. What is this? Yeah. And so it's not talking. It's still him talking about, oh, these are like neighbors. Hey, what's that thing? Gotta be one of those soulless food delivery bots I heard my uncle talking about. You can't even leave the house without seeing a robot in the streets these days. I'm sick of it, bro. Oh, I'm sick of it. Yeah, look at those gross yellow eyes. From what I can remember, yeah, he's talking about the house, and I didn't even have family nights or family dinners or anything like that. And all right, there's no cars. Obviously, the car was from way back there, or this car pulled out. How come you didn't see this man in the residential walking in the middle of them? Just drive around him. He's in the center lane. Stupid. We kind of just did our thing. Yeah, we didn't have family dinners or movie nights. We need to have game night on Wednesday again, man. We missed out. Dad's room, it looks like it hasn't changed. Look at all that dust. I love the dust. It keeps me warm. And then another car comes in the residential and rear ends this car that had... Oh, whatever. I need to call Jamie Cormatz. Oh, we're talking about that ad from earlier? That's stupid. Better call Saul is what it should say. My one happy place was my room. It's not changed at all. What is over here? Oh, okay. Heisman Awards and stuff like that. Detroiticons. The Robot Club. Okay. Looks like maybe a wrestling poster on the wall. Bro, that boy got a Mac? Dang, you're complaining and your dad bought you a Mac right there. I can see it. Whole bunch of collegiate football trophies and this baseball. There's a baseball one, and that's track and field. All right, I worked here, I studied here, I found peace here. What was he gonna write in his journal? What the heck was that? Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh, so the robot doesn't actually go straight for Cyborg or anything. He goes to the dad's room. But the piece was always interrupted at some point. Stop! What are you doing here? So this is Cyborg running back to dad's room, pointing his miniature arm cannon at him. And I'm just saying that because it's like half an arm or 2/3 of an arm. And then we see the V's. So he's trying to like make the word Victor? What does it say? Always interrupted at some point and usually by the same person. The guy didn't, I mean, not the guy, but the robot didn't even like say anything or do anything. He literally like, he looks, then he turns his body around and you blasted him. Man, Victor, what are you doing? So this is what I really just like, wow. Victor, my father. By God, son, you've got the stuff of brilliance. I believe this may be one of the biggest like villains of the Teen Titans right here. He's got to become a bad guy. I mean, it just has to be. And it's going to be unstoppable. He's got to be built better than Cyborg. I mean, will his arm automatically heal in the next issue? Or is it going to be severed and singed off? I feel like it's just going to be like, oh, he shot me? Hold on a second. And his arm refurbishes itself. Man, I really need to go get the Teen Titans issue I wanted, but we're not buying it unless it's the Starfire cover. So that was Cyborg. #1, I was kind of happy with it. I'm happy with this new Cyborg Dad Silas thing. It's pretty cool.